So today was the first time we got to use After Effects, Illustrator and Photoshop, and for me it was the first time I'd used any of these programs before, so it was a steep learning curve straight from the off. After Effects is a monster of a program and it looks like it is going to be really effective. With this project I think it might be too much too soon, and I don't think I'm going to be able to create something that good after only just using it. I'm going to obviously in the research and development try and improve my skills at it and look at some tutorials on YouTube and hopefully get myself into a better position where I can explore After Effects if and when I need to. I'm not really sure on what I want to do yet, so maybe I will completely change my mind and use that for all of it. But yeah, Photoshop I have used a little bit before, not really, but that was just mostly cutting things out and stuff like that. Barely scratched the surface of Photoshop. Massive program again, one which I'm not sure, I was watching something earlier where you can use Photoshop for rotoscoping, and that is an area I'm quite interested in going into, but then also I know how long it takes to rotoscope, so that might not be the most time effective way to be able to create something, but maybe. And then Illustrator, I was mostly focusing on the difference between vectors and pixel images, and I wrote so many notes on how to use Illustrator and all this, and I feel like I'm getting there. As I said, this is the first time I've used them all, so it's not going to be great straight away, but I'm willing to learn, and from what I've learned already I've enjoyed it, so hopefully with a bit more time and doing stuff via YouTube wise, which is how I learn a lot of stuff, hope I can actually learn and gain some skills in these programs to use during my projects. After Effects was definitely the hardest program to use. It took me hours and hours to make it all move. I love, it's like you're in a different universe. You can completely create where you want. If you want your light bouncing off this part, or you place your camera tool and you move it around, and it's all great, and all the keyframes and everything. It was good once I got there, and as Ben was saying, once the penny drops, it really does drop, and it did, but it took so long to get to that point. I think I made 4 shapes move around with a light and the camera in like the whole day. It took me so long to get to grips with it, but with writing all the notes and trying again and again and again, I think I've eventually got there. To now go back and recreate it again and start from scratch, I'll probably get a bit stuck, but hopefully I can figure it out again. So overall, my first impressions are that they are all great programs, but there's going to be a massive learning curve, and one I'm quite excited to get into, because I think once I've got it all and I've got a base understanding of all the programs, I could go anywhere. So excited to do all the history research on the past of animation tomorrow, and then next week start the research and development, and then everything is looking good.